And I think for me, kindness is actively being involved in other people's lives and saying, how you doing? You know, what if I get out of a score of 0 to 10, how are you? You know, not how are you doing? And they go, okay. No, if you ask the 10 scale and they go 4, now what are you going to do? You're going to go in, or are you going to have a much deeper conversation to explore what that 4 is? You know, and I think for me, that's kindness. Be that listening ear. Meet the need when you see it. You know, that's ministry at the end of the day. It's practical thing.
So here's a really good tip just from what Darrel said. So guys listening, I think sometimes we can wrestle with asking our kid like, hey, how was your day? How was school? And it's hard to get them to engage in it. So what if you were to say, hey, like, how are you on a scale of 1 to 10? And when your kid's like, oh, you know, today was a 6. Oh, well, what would have made it a 7? Or what would have made it a 5? You know, like finding ways to dig into that, I think is good for us to build relationship with our kids.
I remember saying, even before I was saved, I said to someone, I said, if you ever catch me mowing a lawn next to a house that looks identical, shoot me. Because that's that whole suburbia thing. It was just like, no, I don't want to be that one mowing the same lawn everybody else on the Sunday or whatever. And, you know, looking out the window, you see the exact identity, house the opposite, and I couldn't do it. And, you know, and I look back now, and
too cookie cutter for you.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now, and it's just like, yeah, we're blessed where we live. It's great.
Yeah, so good. You've alluded to this as well, but maybe in like 60 seconds, what is it that you do to provide value out in the world and to feed the family?
So I've got a brand marketing agency, which is about we're helping people find purpose or align their business to it. And then we're telling stories to engage the very best clients that they want. And obviously that starts with strategy. We've got a thing called the Purpose Playbook. So we double down on that. Once we've delivered that, we then execute on websites, video, content, all that sort of stuff.
But it is the opportunity to live as God's children and live in faith, right? And that to me is like what I'm hearing a lot from you is this risk, this faith, which really should be all followers of Jesus. We're not defined by like religious things, right? But this like radical adventure of life.
It's the conviction that despite the circumstances, I'm going to do it anyway. It's looking straight down the barrel of the opposition and say, I don't care what you say, I'm going to do what's been put on my heart. And then whether that's be the Prime Minister, whether it's to run the world's best carpentry shop, whether it's to be, you know, transforming coffee or building tech, whatever it may be, but I'm going to do it because I know that God told me to do it, and you're not going to get in my way.
Yeah, and dude, I mean, something that you said, which I see as like being passed down for the Irwin family, is the way that because I've heard you talk about your son and Prime Minister twice now.